it is one of those teams where I wish they would kind of like Washington. I wish they would just blow the whole thing up and start fresh.
No R in Washington for everybody, just so that who don't know what's around here.
What's it?
Washington.
Washington. Washington. The Wizards.
Good old Bullets. Bullets. One more time?
Yeah, you go.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to our third, shit.
It's hard, ain't it? Very first one.
It's really not, actually.
Then you went and fucked up.
Wow, that is so rude. All right, welcome to our third episode for Entirely NBA, hosted by Entirely Media. I'm Kyle.
I'm your host, Darion Robinson.
It's your boy, Melly Man on the back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There we go. How we starting off?
All right, first off, we're going to start off with just the biggest hot topic right now when it comes to the top 100 ESPN list that they just dropped.
Shit is crazy.
What do you think about it?
So as a whole, I'm cool with the list. Giannis, you got what? You got Giannis, Jokic, Embiid, Luka, Steph as your top 5. That's fine. Europeans are literally running the league right now, and they're young, so they're gonna be here for a while. Gonna run the league for a long time. We know that. You got Tatum at 6. That's where I think it's fucked up. We'll say that in a second. Kevin Durant, Shai, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. So as a top 10, my opinion, I think it's very solid. I think it's cool. LeBron's year 21 will be 39. He's still top 10. That's insane. But before I talk about Kevin Durant and Jason Tatum switch, what do you think about it?
I think it's fair. I mean, I think you can. I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't understand what the measures, like the measurements of what they're measuring off of. Like, I don't get, like, is it for the career? Is it from last season? There's a good amount of things where I don't think really makes sense. But I feel like AD is capable of being in the top 10, but I don't think he should be a top 10 player in the league right now.
Yeah. That's where I agree. So we talk about like what's the metrics, right? So like Anthony Davis only played. If you can check that for me in a second, how many games did Anthony Davis play last season?
Gotcha.
And if that's where it's like two-sword, right? So like if you're going off of last season, Anthony Davis can't be in the top 10.
No.
And then if you're gonna say, well, Anthony Davis is in there because it's a collective result of like last season and maybe a couple of years prior, then that might make sense. But then why is Russell Westbrook 94 and Kyrie 30 or 34?
34.
You know what I mean? Why do you think they do Kyrie and Russell like that?
Just because of the hate, because the pedestal that they were on, or the caliber of players that
like he played 56.
56 games?
Yeah, 56 games.
But the fact that like what they're expected out of them and like how great they were or whatever, and they're not playing. I think everybody's comparing everything to LeBron. Like in the year 21, 20, that they're supposed to be still playing at that caliber, but they're like masking their game. And I think that's like, now that Westbrook's not windmilling on people, everybody's like, oh, he sucks. He's trash.
All right, I can see the drop for Russell, but what's it with Kyrie? There's no drop. He's still at that high level.
He's still at a high level. I think it's just what he says sometimes on media. Like just him being like a open mind or a free mind. And I don't think people know how to separate like people's lives and basketball. Like, I don't care what he does off the court.
So Kyrie had the same mentality like Kevin Durant has? Quiet, all about hoop, that kind of thing. Where would he fall in that top 10, you think? Or top 20?
I think he'll fall within the top 15, 20.
So he's in the top 15. Mel, can you pull that up of the top 20? Whose spot is he taking?
Oh, please.
Top 20 NBA?
Yeah, pull up from 10. Pull up from 10 to from 11 to 20.
So I remember it was D-Book, Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, Tyrese Halliburton was in there.
Oh, I just had
De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, goodness.
I think just as a person, I think he can take Halliburton, even though Halliburton had a crazy year last year.
Top 20?
Yeah.
Top 10.
Top 20.
All right, well.
From 11 to 20.
All right, 11 is Devin Booker.
Yep.
12 is Jimmy Butler.
Yep.
You got Anthony Edwards.
Yep.
Okay.
14, Damian Lillard.
Okay.
15, Donovan Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Adebayo. Jamal Murray.
You can take Bam.
Take Bam.
94th in the league. Like if you look from 90 to 100,
that's them saying he's like they're writing him off already.
Yeah, they're writing him off. Yeah, you saw how D Rose just played last game. Like he's
D Rose makes more than him right now, right?
Yes, D Rose does make more than him. Whoever the analysts are, whoever the people are, I don't know where they're getting the measures from.
Do we all agree that? And when I was watching Miko's podcast, that she had a girl named Christina that does the same thing for WNBA. And they were like, as those analysts and voters, they get the choice of staying hidden behind the scenes. So you think when you're doing this shit, they should make it mandatory, especially if you're going to have that high of a position to say, like, I voted on that. You know what I mean? I'm one of those analysts.
Yeah, these are people's livelihoods. I think they should because
they get chewed out on Twitter,
like
or X.
I like to think I'm an avid hooper. You know what I'm saying? I think I can play ball, but like I didn't play in the NBA. I didn't play like past collegiate basketball. So it's just like, but for me to sit here and just because I watch film on somebody to say these people are placed in this way, I think that's crazy. I'm not gonna have my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but at the same time, it's just like at that level, like you have that big of an opinion, like you're literally jeopardizing these people's like.
Yeah, there's a lot that comes with them.
Like, and I think they should, because if they show their face, then I bet you they wouldn't say a lot of stuff that they said. Like,
yeah, that's insane.
Just the disrespect behind it, but I know you have a big feeling against.
Number 6 and number 7 on that list. All right, look, I need somebody to tell me what makes Jason Tatum number 6 and Kevin Durant number 7. Like, if we're going off last season, is it because Kevin Durant only played 50-something games and Jason Tatum played the whole season? And the Celtics got taken out what round? Did they make it to the conference finals? I think they did, right? Because they play Miami. Yeah. So if you're saying, okay, Jason Tatum played more games, they're similar in terms of being able to actually hoop. Jason Tatum plays a little bit better defense. Not saying Kevin Durant can't play no defense because
he's 7 foot.
He's got defense. And they're saying, okay, not only that, but he took his team further than Kevin and Devin took Phoenix. Then maybe, but at the same time, that's disrespectful to go Jason Tatum and then Kevin Durant. So let's get that changed.
I mean, I'm just saying. I think it's durability. Like injuries matter. Injuries matter. Like you have to.
How many games did Embiid play last year?
Are you talking about for his MVP run?
Last year.
I'm just saying, like compared to his MVP.
If you're gonna talk about durability, Embiid's also questionable a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, I think Embiid got a sympathy bucket. I think he got a
sympathy. Yeah,
a sympathy
for
medal.
Because
he was not the best player in the league. Yeah, he was not the MVP. I mean, he's a great second best player in the league, but I mean, he wasn't the best player in the league. That was sympathy.
Yeah,
I think I personally think it's when
68.
He played 68 games.
Solid 68 out of 82.
Yeah.
So
even if he played that this year, I mean, he'd be eligible for awards. So
yeah, but it's 45. 65. I think what 65. I think it's what Perk said. Like when he said he made it a racial thing. A racial debate. I think that's what kind of shifted everything.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's so stupid. Like, give it to the best player.
The best player. Because if you take Jokic off of the Nuggets, not that they're an annoying team. They're not a championship team, in my opinion. But I think that's wild. But other than that, let's see what else was there. Chet versus Wemby. Man, I know you're a huge Wemby guy because he's your team.
He's not talking about me. He's talking about the producer in the back. Yeah. San Antonio Spurs said they die.
Yeah.
So who you picking? Yo.
Man, me personally, man, I think they both played each other good. It wasn't no one. I don't think no one overplayed each other. Honestly.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Kyle and I both think Chet did slightly outplay. Well, here's the thing about that. So why we feel he slightly outplayed Wemby, you got to also take into account that Chet had a full year with the NBA. So there's a lot that he could have picked up even though he didn't touch the court. You know what I mean? So it's like, just think about you being beside LeBron for a whole year on the bench, in practice, in workouts, not actually getting any playing time, but how much better you'd be than like someone like me who's just coming in, you know? So I get that aspect, but
they still haven't been on the floor though.
Right. Yeah.
So, and I feel like those hypotheticals, like that's like taking Shaq's height away. Like you can't. Like you had that situation. Like that's just the situation he was given. So you can't take that away from him. I mean, what we just saw, like Wemby just gained 19 pounds.
Yeah, like 19 and over summer.
Yeah, so I'm at 230.
which is crazy.
And he's training with the greats when he's training with arguably the best power forwards and centers ever. So it's just like he probably got that much knowledge, if not more, than Chet. And he only been in the thing for 4 months.
That's fair. I will say, I know Summer League wasn't really a good indication of how people play. I get that.
No.
When I watched him in Summer League, I was like, had a lot of harsh words in the sense of he was too frail. He didn't look comfortable out there. I get that. You know, it is a transition. But I will say that first preseason game, I liked it.
I liked it.
He came out
for both players.
Yeah, he definitely came out aggressive. He came out like he was ready to like make a name for himself. And like, I'm not just a rookie. Like, he came out to be the best player, and he was going against Chet, so he had to make sure he made a statement.
Chet needs to stop putting his head in the way before he gets injured again.
You said put his hand?
It put his head in the way.
Oh,
before he gets injured again.
And I will say I was questioning his jumper also in Summer League, but
he
was looking good.
It's pure.
It was looking good.
I'm also not a
15 more pounds. I think he's straight. Give him 15 more pounds. Put him at. You say he's at 240 right now.
230.
230. Yeah. Give him 245 at that height. Because I just want him to be able to do at least half of what Giannis does. So keep your Kevin Durant feel. You know what I mean? And elusiveness. Add that little extra 15 because, like 5 or 6 for a regular player is a pretty solid thing. But 15 for him just because of how tall he is. We'll give him that. Oh, I'm getting to the lane and, something.
I'm going to say, you can't take away height because he is definitely, and he's definitely like agile with how tall he is. I mean, I'm still a Chet fan. I don't know why. I like Chet more than I like Wemby. I think it's going to be a great battle the whole
I agree too.
Yeah, I mean, but if Wemby had more highlights than Chet when it came to the just like literally highlights when he got the and one on him and he did the little crazy.
Not only that, but defensive too.
Yeah. So,
dude reached. God, he reached from like where we are.
Oh yeah,
to grab that ball.
Yeah,
like I don't know.
Go get it
now for the fast break and everything. Yeah,
I wish the Spurs had more. So I could really see him take the whole season at a high level and get that feel of winning so he can go into the playoffs. I know they probably won't make the playoffs.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
Which sucks. Yeah.
You're going to have I think he has a very, very, very high chance of winning Rookie of the Year with that. But Scoot came out crazy too.
Scoot, he looked good.
Yeah, he came out like he was trying to make a point when it came to especially with that dunk that he had on his head. I was like, what you about to say?
I'm glad you brought up that game because I watched most of the game, and DeAndre Ayton's gonna piss me the fuck off. Not because
I'm not surprised.
like all right, there was several times DeAndre got the ball high post, and the first thing he did was look to do something himself, and there was out of the 6 possessions I saw, half, so 3 of them, Scoot was wide open on the left-hand side. So it was shit, okay, let me, wait a minute, I don't want to, I'll give it to him. That's not going to win Portland no fucking basketball if DeAndre Ayton wants to be the superstar, which I understand.
He's not.
I understand he wants to be. He feels like he's been a dog in the kennel for 3-4 years. But I'm telling you, it's got to be Scoot's team.
Yeah, it has to go through Scoot. It has to go through Scoot because I just don't think DeAndre got the bag to actually control the team, to run through the team. You can't go through him. He's not going to push the ball up the court and dime it out or make the right play. You going like Kobe said, get that rebound and put it back up. You don't need to
or kick it back out.
Or that I hate that mid-range jumper he got, but
it's ugly. Goes in though.
It goes in. I mean, that's just me hating. I got a lot of hate for that, man. Too. It's very frustrating. And it's crazy, and it says to me. I think it says a lot because, I think he's so much about just being a star instead of actually being playing that role, like a star role. He just wants to be the star of a team.
Yeah,
because
go to the Pistons then.
You just left the best team in the league, and with you on it, playing like a good player, y'all are 100% winning the chip.
Yeah,
but
shoes look white to you a little bit whiter. The bottoms,
no,
they look yellow still.
I mean, they look white, but they just look like they kind of
older.
Yeah,
they were yellow as shit before I bleached them. It's okay, right?
I guess it worked out.
I mean, the bottom from there, bottom's probably I didn't do the bottom, but or from the side. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. That's wild. But that was wild just now.
Wild.
I was looking at it man, the light they look white.
What else is there? We got also
I want to go back to MVP real quick.
Back to MVP.
Luka's stats on paper are crazy. What, 32, 9, and 8 in a season, right? So a damn near triple-double, which I know we've seen from Russ, so I don't know if all the glitz and glitter. But then you look at, okay, I know his team didn't make the play-in, but why the hell isn't he still top 5 in voting? Like, how much does team success truly weigh when you have someone like that doing that every season? Like, you remove him from the team, trash, right? So obviously he's the most valuable player. So do you think NBA should start, I don't know, taking a little less weight off of team success?
I think they should when it comes to just like literally the value of a player.
Mavericks were 52 and 30 last season.
Right. But so in the East, that would have definitely made the playoffs.
Yes, they. I mean, I think they should when it comes just to like specifically of like the value of the player. Like, because like you said, like he leads, and I mean, Bron made this argument too, but he leads the team in every statistic almost. Yeah. And without him, I don't know the win totals with him on the court and when he's not on the court, but it's definitely down. I think how many times did him and Kyrie even play together? Like not much, like 10 last year, and so it's just like I think they should reevaluate when it comes to that, because it's like they're just giving it to somebody who has the most media. Whoever has the most media clicks that year, I feel like that's who gets the MVP. Could
you argue that their side of it is money? You're the best player, you're getting these specific stats because your team is that bad?
It still doesn't not bring value to you. Because if Luka goes to any other team, he's going to do the same thing to a certain scale. I mean, obviously, if you add more superstars to or stars with him,
got Kyrie this year, so
you put Luka on any team, and he's, if not arguably, the best player in the team.
Yeah,
like
that's a fact. Yeah.
So it's just like it's not like he's only doing it because, like, I guess you can make that argument with Halliburton. Like, he's the player on the team, so he had to show out. But if you put him to the Warriors, he's not the best player on the team. He's a great asset to the team. Or if you move him to any really like head like juggernaut team, he's not going to be the best player on the team. He's going to be a great aspect to the team.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a deep question, right? So like, how much does the team you're actually on, contribute to your individual success, which contributes to how many awards or what awards you actually get? Like your argument about Embiid and Jokic, like you put Jokic on 76ers, he's still Jokic. He's probably still getting that stuff. You put Joel Embiid on 76ers, and he might still get those numbers, but that team probably does not do as well. You know what I mean?
No. If you switch him, he's not going to do as well. He's going to get his numbers. He's going to get his stuff. Like,
right.
He's going to still be Embiid, but he's not going to, because he doesn't have the powerhouses like around him. Like, he don't got a Maxey that's just going to just shoot crazy. And like Tobias Harris, who I still, I feel about it. I don't think he slept on, but for sure.
So what do you think about the Nuggets right now? Have you seen any of their games? I know it's still preseason, but have you looked?
I haven't seen their games. I still think that they're still like a very big contender. I think with the moves that have been made this summer, I think that it's shaky for them to run it back. But I think the moves that were made, it's going to make the West. Well, just going to make the season just way better, because like in that mid-game tournament that they're doing, I think that's going to be tough too. But I think with the stuff they did to like beat the Nuggets, I think it's going to be tough. I just think the Sixers are crazy for not making any moves, but losing James Harden.
I think the Nuggets are too.
What do they need? Well, they lost Bruce Brown, but
and Jeff Green. And like, so that's what I was. That's what I was. I don't know where the fuck he went. I don't know if he retired or what.
Yeah, wave.
Can you look at where Jeff Green went? But
he about 137 years old, anyways.
Yeah.
Houston Rockets.
The Rockets?
Yep.
That's interesting.
What is this? They want
some. I don't understand that shit.
They want some veterans over there, like just want some vets on the bench.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I mean, he's still gonna play. Don't get me wrong.
Right. But. Again, the preseason is what it is. I get it, and not every team even, whatever. But I think it's some good indicators in there. I was watching them against the Phoenix, and like obviously, KCP, sharpshooter, looked great, hustled. That was nice to see. Jokic is Jokic, Murray is Murray, but like they didn't have that grit. You know what I mean? That hustle. So someone that does have to step up, and then they got a rookie or two that maybe could take on that role. But I just think you need guys like that for a championship team.
For sure. Because Brown, like, he was averaging 12 points off steals and fast breaks.
Right.
Like, it's literally all he was doing. Steals, fast break, steal, fast break, and one. Like, he was doing exactly what he was supposed to do. I don't see why they traded him, but I mean, I think they're gonna find it's like next person up mentality. Somebody's gonna step up.
Right, which is really good, I think, for I don't want to word this. I think next man up works. I don't want to say this a weird way. I think it works for teams that are so close to a championship. Like, let's say, what's a team that's always been super close? Celtics. Okay, so next man up may work for I think actually works better for a team like that because they're all still hungry to get something they never had. The next man up fuels that, kind of like Pritchard's doing right now, which has been crazy.
It's just crazy. He signed that contract.
Right, but I think a team that's already been there, like the Nuggets have, right? Which I'm like thinking maybe backwards as shit, but I'm thinking it's already been there, right? And they got there because of the players like Jeff Green and because of players like Bruce Brown. Now you need the next man up to fill those roles. I don't think they have the same mentality or grit to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I think other than that, I think that their media is pushing that Jokic takes the NBA as like such a second job.
Well,
so much. Like he takes it so much as a second. But it really does seem like he
gotta go to work.
Yeah, but I think that it's going to backfire on him. Like I don't think he will, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had like not a bust of a season, but just a average season, whatever that would like be coming from Jokic. But I just because like he really doesn't look like he cares about basketball. Like, I mean, he's competitive naturally when he's on the court, but it's just like he just literally looks like he does not care about basketball. He's just very good.
So that's what. So you guys are going to be with us obviously throughout the season, but that's something I want to say early on. Let's monitor that throughout the season to see if Jokic's mentality is the way everyone perceives it. To see if now that he's actually got a ring, if he's going to just
walk through,
just like, right? Be more relaxed and not care as much, which that might not be. I don't know. Actually, I can't speak.
I don't know if he cares or not.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, he gets in arguments, so it makes me feel like he cares. So he chest bumps some people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's like, when you go to work, you don't give a fuck about the job, and someone already pisses you off. Like, then you get in an argument. You know what I mean? That's just because you don't want to be there.
I just don't want to be there.
You don't want to be there.
I keep on wanting me to make these shots. Like,
yeah.
But I mean, so with Jokic and Murray, who do you believe are the best duos right now?
Yeah, good transition. I'm only giving Jokic and Murray a top 3 spot just because they're coming off of a championship, and they clearly were the best duo last year. Like, they worked really, really well together. But for me, it's clearly Dame and Giannis. Like, that combination is scary.
Crazy.
Like, and I say that because, like, I mean, shit, like, I don't think there's been a pair that we've seen in the last, 15 years that have never played a game together but got together, and they just seem like they gel so well just because of those play styles. And they're both unselfish players. Selfish because they had to be, but very unselfish.
And they both got the same mentality when it comes to...
Giannis already won a ring, but still has that fire. And so...
It's crazy to me that it's just like... And no disrespect to Middleton. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Middleton, but at the same time, he is a bucket. And it's crazy. It's which I thought you were going to say the Suns, but it's just crazy because it's like...
They're my third spot.
The big third. Who's the second?
Nuggets.
Oh, you did say that. And then, yeah, you did say that. But it's crazy to say that because it's like saying that the Suns have a dynamic duo when you got Bradley Beal on the wing. It's just crazy.
That's a whole other discussion. I love that team so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's just like having that, and then you have Bradley Beal and you have a dynamic duo where it's just like unsung hero when it comes to
30. So remember, we're not recording on the cards, so we can go a little bit longer.
Oh, we're not.
Yeah, remember, it goes directly in there. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, then keep doing you, my boy.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's just crazy saying that you have a dynamic duo when you have people with the caliber of like skill caliber when it comes to Bradley Beal, Chris Middleton, like those people that are now unsung heroes on the sideline, kind of like it just depends. It's like I think it'll be easier for Beal to fill his role because he's already he's already led a team per se. Like he's already led a team knowing that like he was the guy to go to, and then now he's going to, the super team. Middleton never did that.
No,
so I feel like he's going to be a little bit more bitter.
Bitter, yeah. He will be the third option.
By far,
he will be the third option. I don't know if that helps or hurts. I don't know just yet. We got to see him play. Because I think it could help because he's always been the second guy. There's been a lot of pressure not winning, being behind Giannis. Maybe he wants that more relaxed position. And then going back to the Suns, I look at – and that's – okay, so Middleton's clearly a third option. We know that. We have a 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Giannis is clearly 1. Dame's 2. Which, that's crazy too. But then on the Suns, I look at it like 1A, 1B, 1C.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with Bradley Beal and Devin Booker splitting time at the point.
I feel like it's 1A, 1A and a half. Because because I'm just saying like Booker and KD, I feel like are in the same caliber. Like, and no disrespect to Bradley Beal, like that he's not on their level when it comes to what they bring.
He's not, but
so it's like I don't want to put him a B-list player, but he's just not.
Okay, I think why I'm saying that is the mental aspect of being unselfish. Because all three of them are very unselfish players. So when I look at that, I think they all view each other on the same level.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna I don't think KD, Booker, or Beal, whoever's hot that night is gonna be the person.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like, whoever's hot, because Beal can give you 50.
This shit's just so crazy.
KD can give you 50, Booker can give you 50. So it's just
and they all want to pass.
And they all want to pass first. So it's just and then you got young dudes like Bol, coming off the
such a good team. Grayson Allen.
Hate
him but love him for that team because they need the grit.
They need the bad guy.
Eric Gordon,
he's just gonna spot up.
And I'm telling you,
crazy.
He's one of the reasons I hated the Clippers through that thing because every time he touched, I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Get a hand though. He's hitting.
He got that push chest shot.
Yeah,
he make it every time. And he gonna play his role so well. Like he's just going to do exactly what he got. So I want to say I do think that they'll win the chip as long
health,
without any health issues, but I don't see as to who can stop that if they're hot or who's going to beat that.
I'm telling you,
4 times in a row in a series.
I'm telling you, I guarantee in that first month of write this down. First month of basketball, they're dropping 140 plus at least 2 games.
I believe that.
That's a lot of fucking points.
I mean, they can all drop 30 any day. If they all get 30 in one game,
90 points from 3 players is sick.
That's crazy.
That's sick.
That don't make no sense. But
and they ain't even sweating.
And they sweat.
Yeah.
And they can all hit 10 threes in a game.
Yeah.
So
that's one thing I want to see out of KD. I know it hasn't been his game, but I'd like to see 4 attempts at least a game from 3.
KD not gonna do that.
He gonna give you
have a solid 9 attempts, 58 points.
Yo, bro, what? You went 8 for 9, 54.
54 points. What did you do? I'm a efficient player. I shoot what I need. But, I mean, the only other thing, speaking of the young players, is kind of weird transition is Kai Jones. What do you think about that? I don't know much about him.
No,
but I think Terrence Ross, he's on the Suns, right?
Terrence Ross? Nah, he's producer.
I forgot all about Terrence Ross.
Man, he a bucket.
Where'd they all go? So Terrence Ross gone. What's that? The one came from the Suns. Was on the Pacers. What's his name? He went 50 in the bubble. What's his name? TJ Warren. Where did he go?
He's on the Pacers.
He went back to the Pacers?
I think he's back on the Pacers. Is he on the Pacers?
Who last played for the Phoenix Suns?
Last play. Oh, so they ain't pick up Terrence Ross to get picked up?
Yeah, well.
He's going to get picked up by somebody. He a vet, and he can shoot. He got still something.
Oh, he's only 32. He's not.
Yeah. He's a vet. I mean, he's been in the league for a minute.
And every time I think of Terrence Ross, I think of Victor Oladipo for some reason, and he's on the Thunder.
I don't know where all these people go, man. All these used to be stars. I don't know. But I don't know. I just think it's weird, but it's just I just think it was crazy that where does that just are you always supposed to bet in yourself? Do what you got to do.
OKC.
OKC. OKC. You're supposed to bet in yourself, believe in yourself, all that good stuff. But there's a line in my opinion, like where it comes to stupidity and like genuinely like a good player, like were you just a role player or like a little bit step of a role player or just stupidity? And I think what he was doing was stupidity. And the team that he was on was filled with young dudes that are ready to like take over the league.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna say he's the best player ever to ever play the game.
Yeah.
And he
you're
wants
not
to
even the
trade
best player on your team. Like, not even close.
I mean, that team got a bunch of weirdos. I mean, he got
right.
Bridges got more allegations.
I know.
More allegations. Like,
I'm
like, dang, man.
Yeah, I got no idea. It is one of those teams where I wish they would kind of like Washington. I wish they would just blow the whole thing up and start fresh.
No R in Washington for everybody. Just so that who don't know what's around here.
What's it?
Washington.
Washington.
Like,
Washington. The Wizards.
Good old Bullets. Bullets.
Yeah. So, well, actually, I take it back because Washington is
Washington.
not. Washington's not in that mix anymore. I think Jordan. I agree with the ticket. Jordan Poole's gonna have that James Harden breakout year, kind of like he did the first year with the Rockets. I think that's possible for Jordan Poole. So I kind of like the Wizards.
Him and Kuzma look like they got a good chemistry. Right?
Yeah, a light skin vibe, man. I'm telling you, it's contagious.
Light skin vibe. Wow.
Yep.
We wouldn't know nothing about it.
I don't want to be light skinned. I'm not light
skinned.
skinned. I'm not light skinned.
Brown.
No, nothing about that. But
mocha chocolate.
It depends on what I don't know. Last time on the video, you was. I'm telling you, it was dark chocolate. I'm trying to work with the color grading. Like, I can't fix this.
I was in the sun too long. I went tan in that day.
I done put 6 lights on it. He was still dark.
We racist. Damn. I love the skin I'm in. That's all it is.
Yeah. But yeah, so now actually Charlotte's probably the only team I think that now where I just don't like it. And I feel bad for Melo too, because he actually has grown on me. I didn't like none of them.
So it was deep.
None of them, especially him, because I was like, he ain't never gonna make it in the league. Like, how did he get drafted? Shooting like this and shit. Like, what the fuck?
He grew like 7 inches or something like that.
That was crazy because he was always the smallest. But I mean, now seeing him play, I really do like his game. So now I feel bad because they're never really gonna do anything. You know what I mean?
I think they're gonna build around him. They have to. I mean, he's a franchise player. He's somebody that you have to build around.
Yeah, but how many people has the Hornets Charlotte attracted in the last 30 years?
Well, with Melo,
they drafted Kimba.
He did all right.
They had
they drafted Kimba. That's what they did. They drafted Kimba.
So they drafted Melo. But like, what have they done for those players?
I mean, you have good players. Like Kai Jones could have been a good player. Bridges is a great player. They just can't get rid of the extracurriculars. Well, Jones can't get over himself. Bridges is tough. Then you had you got Rozier still, who's still I'm a fan of him.
I like Terry for like backup, let me get you a bucket or street ball, pick Terry up. I don't like him as like the second go-to guy or third go-to guy.
What's the roster right now?
Gordon Hayward.
I want him to have a breakout year.
Breakout year. Damn near retiring. Tell him get a breakout year.
I want him to come back. Come on, man. Kyrie should have threw that oop, man. He should have threw the oop.
Come on.
But that was actually a good play. But
first play of the game too.
Yes, I was watching. I was like,
I was so excited about that. That was Kyrie's first year in Boston. They looked good on paper.
And
broken foot.
That was Bron's fault too, wasn't it?
He was there. He was around. We forgetting about Brandon Miller. We got Brandon Miller. He hasn't played yet, but capable. You got Lonzo, LaMelo. You got Bridges, PJ Washington, Terry Rozier, Cody Martin. He's solid. Cody Martin.
You still got the braids.
The Martin twins.
As long as you got the braids, he ain't solid.
That was the Caleb Martin. He had the braids.
Yeah, Caleb got the braids. Who's Cody? Who's Cody Martin?
His brother, the twins.
Even worse.
The twins.
I didn't even know.
You didn't know he was in there. You got
even know he had a brother.
Cody.
Well, with the big three would be Melo, Bridges, and Miller.
They're bottom seed.
Damn. Melo going.
I take the Pistons over them actually right now.
No way.
Especially with Monty Williams and how hard they play.
On the Pistons.
Don't care.
All they got is Cade.
I heard that roster.
Cade. All they got is Cade.
They got What's that shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Some Bay, dude.
Their big man's
Sadiq
actually
Bey.
nice. Whoever their big man is.
Stewart, some
Whatever. Something like that. But
the one who tried to
Isaiah
get a fight.
Stewart.
Yeah, the one who tried to get a fight with LeBron.
Yeah,
is he
it's
a big man?
Isaiah Stewart.
He's a center?
He's a power forward.
Whoever it is. They were saying he's strong,
Yeah.
high praise, and then you got Cade, Cade Cunningham.
You got the Thompson twin. They did get James Wiseman.
Which one?
I'm telling you. And they got Monty Williams. That's the thing. That's the difference maker.
I'm not a mind.
I'm not a Monty Williams guy. He got lucky in the Phoenix Suns.
And they got Marvin Bagley.
And really,
they just
he
threw
just
all
a
the.
good guy.
They literally just
They
threw
got
all
Marvin
the-
Bagley.
Yeah, they threw all the
Yeah.
wannabes,
but
the people who were supposed to have breakout years.
The fact
and
that Marvin played all one preseason game tells me he's not like that for them.
What
Those guys that play the whole preseason game and not just the first 16 minutes, they're not.
What was his stats? Oh man, I'm over here. What am I doing?
Yeah, you the producer.
What is his stats, actually, y'all?
As he said, Sadiq Bey, who's he pay for?
Sadiq Bey? I don't know. I choose his jumper in 2K. I didn't even know that was a player till last year.
Yeah, he's one of
Crazy. Jeez.
When 2K came out with the best jump shots, it says Sadiq Bey release. That's when I knew who it was. Sadiq
Oh
Bey.
my gosh.
Who this?
That's who I use. He's on one of my jump shots.
But did you know him before 2K did that?
Yes.
Oh shit. How you know him?
I'm a student of the game, sir.
Student of the game.
Student of the
And
game.
you still think the Hornets beating people?
I think the Hornets are a solid team.
right,
I didn't say they're
right.
going to beat everybody.
Yep.
I mean, there's teams that are just going to be annoying in the league, and I think they're one of them.
Who you taking? I think I saw this comparison earlier. Let me make sure I get it right. Oh yeah, it was Brunson or my man Zach LaVine.
I mean,
I think it was Brunson. Pretty sure. Yeah.
If it's Brunson, it's a weird comparison, but it's a very weird comparison.
I know it's one of the ones I wanted to put
absolutely
up.
nothing the same. But
Where the fuck was it?
Brunson plays lateral, and Zach plays vertical.
You think Zach LaVine slept on then?
I don't think he slept on. I just think he's outshadowed.
DeMar. That's a good point. Well,
I mean, because he was tough on the Timberwolves, and then he went over because I think that's a crazy team. Like that's a really good team. The Bulls are crazy.
If Lonzo would fucking play,
if Lonzo gets back on the court, then I think they're Eastern Conference Finals capability. But
that's true. They almost did beat. They had me nervous. Was it Brooklyn that year?
I don't remember. No, I don't remember what I had this morning for lunch.
Hmm?
I don't remember what I had for this morning for lunch. But I'm just saying.
But you know Sadiq Bey.
That's accurate. It might have been from 2K. I'm not exactly sure where I get that from.
Get out of here.
I mean, because DeRozan is such a prolific scorer, and he plays so well, and he does everything he's supposed to do. Yeah, never shoots a three. Like what they say, he was the third worst shooter in the league.
Okay, listen.
1,000 shots.
It's I think it was. So Anthony Davis is like the 12th, and the only players
first shooter
that are worse than him are Giannis and DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan. And they're not known for shooting threes. And then I think Darvin Ham said he wanted them to shoot 4+ threes a game. 6?
At least 6 threes a game for Anthony Davis. Why the fuck would you want that? And Stephen A. made a good. So this is what I agree with. Stephen A. said, "What makes Anthony Davis arguably one of the greatest players in the league when he's healthy? His dominance in the paint area, right? So you want to take him out of that to shoot more threes. Does that make him less dominant? Yes. Yeah. And he can't shoot. So if you give him 6, he's making what, 1 or 2?
One, maybe half.
Damn, 1. I
mean, rin out.
I think I do think we're hyping a little bit about his shooting capability.
He's the 12th worst ever. NBA ever.
I'm just saying.
Ever. That's okay, listen, I'm hard on him when we play, but if I knew he was the 12th worst ever in the NBA, I'm not even passing him to if he's close to the damn 3-point line.
I mean, yes. I'm just saying.
Don't ask me for the ball.
So he's saying
I'm open. No,
so all right,
Brian down there.
Brian driving, and you got AD at the top of the key.
I'm not giving it to him.
You're giving
unless I give it to him, and so that. As soon as I'm passing him, I'm yelling at him, pass it back.
No way, because look, he's an agile 7-footer.
I don't want to do the Mel in 2K.
I got it. But no, I'm saying
he's supposed to be inside.
He's an agile postman. He can stretch the floor. He is a stretch. He's a stretch post.
I'll give him the midi.
Stretch post. So let's say if you're coming out, if you're passing out, you pass the ball out to him, and the defender is coming out. If he pump fakes, you have to respect it. You have to respect.
I'd be damned if I'm jumping at Anthony
crazy.
Davis.
But if I'm looking at the scouting report, do I want to make him shoot? Yes. Would I rather him shooting? Yes. But I'm not going to give Anthony Davis a wide open three. I'm not going. He's not Shaq. He's not like.
I'm playing him the same way I play you.
No, I'm just saying.
That shit.
That's
you have to prove to me.
So that's out of 1,000 shots. They said at least 1,000 shots, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like you're not letting Anthony Davis shoot. You're not letting him shoot because he can go off for 6 threes and you'd be like, man, coach, I played the scouting report, right? No, he bust your ass that game. He cooked you because you didn't play defense.
If I gave you 1,000 shots and you only made 120, you're gonna call that success?
It depends how many he made in a row. It depends. What if he made 120 in a row? Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. No, I'm just saying, like, you play basketball. That's what I'm mad about. You're not giving Anthony Davis a wide open shot.
I swear to God.
Especially not from the top of the key. Because even if you...
I'm doing this, but that's it. That's the extent of it.
Even if you... Let's say he shot it too hard. It's a bank.
Grab that because it's coming off.
That's not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening. You're not letting Anthony Davis shoot. I'm not saying he should shoot 6 a game, but if he shot 2 a game, 2, 3 a game, I wouldn't be mad about it. And you also got to put in like the type of shots he takes because he doesn't take wide open shots a lot. He takes a lot of step back behind
I'm
the back.
That then too.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's dumb. That's not. I don't think that's part of his game. But I'm not letting him
that
shoot
from the mid because I think his midi is really effective. But 3, he can have it all day. If I lose that way, fuck it, I lose that way.
You gonna keep losing that way.
Not,
like championship game. Coach, I don't know what else to do.
Because on that team, I think they have other weapons that I want to focus on. And Anthony Davis's 3 is not one of them. Austin Reeves, hand up. Rui, he was shooting like 45% towards the end of the year. Hand up.
Yeah.
I like Rui.
I'm a Rui fan. I'm mad he left Wizards. I'm not a Wizard fan, but I'm mad he left the Wizards.
Yeah.
But especially to go LeBron. Pissed me off. But no, I'm just saying. I think it's crazy that he says shoot.
That's a lot.
6 threes a game. That's a lot because you're taking shots away from Rui and
that's a good point.
Yeah, because you're taking because you're taking shots away from the people who are capable of making that. So even LeBron, I mean,
I'd rather LeBron shoot it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Bron is not known for shooting threes.
He's gonna look at it for a half a second.
Yeah, it's stupid. I hate that.
I still don't like.
I don't understand how that's a move, but it's a real move. I don't get it. I don't know.
It's like they were all told, "Hey, if you see Bron do this, just
because he can't like
just know
what bothers me the most is that when he does it, he can't dribble.
If we ever get a good player on here or a decent player to guard him, that's the first question I gotta ask. KD, Bron, Steph, Anthony Davis said at the beginning of the media day he doesn't know if he's gonna play. He's got to wait and see. So let's keep him off and go Embiid.
You got to work on his 3-pointer.
He's got to work on a 3-pointer. Embiid, and Devin Booker. That's the 5, which is crazy to me. Then you got Ant Edwards, Tyrese, Drew Holiday.
You got Mikal Bridges on this list too.
Let's leave him off for now.
All right, he's been off on my list.
Yeah. Hey, Mikal good, man.
He's all right.
He's okay.
He's all right. He's all right.
He had a great year last year. 2 years. Last 2 years.
All right, because everyone left.
No, he was killing on the Suns too. He was a really good player in the Suns. I don't think they traded him for Cavs because he was doing too well. They couldn't pay for him.
And you got Zion on his list too.
That's kind of crazy.
I like that though. If he's healthy and he plays his whole season at what he could play at.
Zion?
I love him going into that 2024 Olympic team.
Zion would be crazy.
Okay, well, so, I mean, with that roster, even with the backups and everything, you were saying compare that to the Dream Team?
Dream Team. Who are you picking?
Yeah, I'm still taking this new age 2024 team, even with the age of Bron and KD will be older and Steph, even though, oh my God, that's another thing. Steph's about to be what, 35, 36? Something like that. And he's arguably the scariest player to guard in the league still and running at a high level. That's just nuts. Yeah. But even with the age, I'm taking this team. They play better. They play harder. They play faster. They're more talented.
Yeah, he's 30.
I mean, Dream Team is scary. Though.
36.
Team is scary.
Read it.
He's 35.
30. So be 36.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Dream Team is Magic, Mike, Scotty, Ewan, and Robinson, and Barkley. I don't even know what the starting five is because it's crazy. You got Barkley, you got Magic, you got Mike, Pippen, Bird, Robinson, Leitner, Clyde Drexler, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Chris Mullins. That's scary. That 5-5, like I don't know. Because like you said, talented. You said more talented. That's where
right.
That's where I was a little lost. They're better shooters. If you say that.
Okay, so who's the most besides Jordan? Who's the second most talented player on that Dream Team?
Fucking Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Charles Barkley.
So do Bron and Michael cancel each other out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does Magic and Steph cancel each other out?
Yeah.
Who's the third most talented player on the team?
You got Pippen.
Pippen and KD.
Yeah.
Cancel each other out. Then you go what? Robinson? Barkley.
Anthony, if he plays.
That's where it gets a little weird because Devin Booker's starting.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Barkley,
like you can't.
I take Barkley over Booker right now, and then Duncan Robinson and Embiid, or not Duncan Robinson, Dave Robinson and Embiid.
In this one, Embiid has the 3.
Embiid.
Yeah, I like David. I like David Robinson, but I got to give him to Embiid.
I got to give him to Embiid.
Yeah.
Why? Because he can shoot.
Dominant big man that can shoot. Yeah, more skilled. Yeah.
David Robinson was arguably the best center ever. Arguably. He's strong.
Okay, so
he's athletic.
They play 7 games. Who you got then? That's pretty damn close. So.
If it's just that no subs.
No
subs. I mean, because like subs is crazy.
I got
to
it. Look, I respect Devin so much, a top 10 player, but just going against a team, that's different.
But you got, like I'm saying, like just saying Magic pushing the break, Mike and Pippen on the side, or Mike and Bird or whatever. You don't interchangeable with the 3. You got Bird and Mike on the wing, and you got Barkley and Ewan. And it's a fast break? What you doing? Like you literally can't do anything. It's like you're either getting dunked on, somebody like Bird going dot your eye real quick. Like there's so many different things. and Magic go again.
All right, fair.
Yeah, you made it. You said it so.
I'll do a poll on that.
You said it so adamantly.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm taking them all day. They was.
I said, well, I'm not gonna say that. All right, fair enough. I'll do. That will be the question of the day. I'll put the Dream Team up and this new team. What are they calling it? What's the team called again?
Oh, is
the Remind team or something like that?
Reminder team or
something like that. Remind team. Remind who the hell we are, kind of thing.
Dream Team versus 2024 Olympics.
Right. So I'll do the poll and see what we get. Other than that, you want to go and close out then?
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us for the third episode from us. I appreciate it. Gilbert, you're going to follow us sooner or later.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody else who followed the account.
Thank you guys.
And we'll see you next
week. See y'all next week.